What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Errol the True Spence Jr. is backing his fighter against his close friend, Gervonta Tank Davis. His fighter, Man Down Promotions, and now a close friend of his and stablemate, Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank the Ghost Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis are reported to face off in a mega showdown June 15th. Now, Errol Spence and Gervonta Tank Davis, they've been close friends for some years. But Errol Spence recently stated that he ain't on nobody's side but himself, right? That's what Errol Spence stated. He said, I'm on the side of myself, right? Focusing on myself, right? And so with that said, obviously, clearly, we know what side he's on because for multiple reasons. For one, he has a vested interest in Frank Martin because Frank Martin, well, he affects his bottom line, right? And he's close friends with, Gervonta Tank Davis. But he got to take care of home first, and that's his plan, right? Now, on paper, I think that this is the toughest fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. So now, Errol Spence put up a post and he says, Frank Martin is staying focused. He locked in. Gervonta Tank Davis immediately responded and he said, ask us if we care. Essentially, ask me if we care. Nobody cares. He gonna get this work June 15th, right? Now, they have a sparring session, a glorified sparring session between the two. Once again, if you ask Gervonta Tank Davis, he says he got the best of Frank Martin. If you ask Frank Martin, he said he landed the bigger, cleaner, harder punches against Gervonta Tank Davis. On paper, many people claim, they can't help themselves, but they claim, Gervonta Tank Davis has never fought against African-American fighter, right? A slick black fighter, to be clear, to be blunt, right? Now, Frank Martin is a southpaw. Frank Martin is elusive. Frank Martin is 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So, to be 3 inches taller than Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin only has a 1-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. But what he does have is fast feet, fast hands, and he's twitchy, he's athletic, and he can counterpunch. Now, Frank Martin, 18 wins, no loss, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout. He's not viewed as a massive puncher. That's not the MO of Frank Martin, but he does have power, right? If you look at the fight with him and Michelle Ali Rivera, you look at him in the fight with Jackson Mariñez, well, he displayed his power. And speed and accuracy equals power, right? And so you look at Gervonta Tank Davis' record and his resume and his typical opponents. They don't possess the talent and skill set that Frank Martin possessed. Now, they do have better resumes. When you look at Leo Santa Cruz, he's a 4-division world champion. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But Leo Santa Cruz is flat-footed. He has a high work rate, but he's predictable. He doesn't have fast hands or fast feet. He's just a consistent, hard-working, committed fighter, Mexican fighter. Then you look at Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia, fast hands. He's twitchy, but not like Frank Martin, right? He has slow feet. He has flat feet. Then you look at, and he doesn't have power. Then you look at Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan Garcia has power, and he has fast hands, but Ryan Garcia does not have fast feet. He does not have educated foot movement, footwork, and foot placement. And he's not committed to the sport of boxing. And he had a rehydration clause and a catch weight, right? So that removes Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin is durable, right? So on paper, for Gervonta Tank Davis, this is the 30th fight of Gervonta Tank Davis's career. Now, he did fight a guy like Yuriorkis Gamboa. Yuriorkis Gamboa was a good test, but Yuriorkis Gamboa was not the same guy. Now, that's a guy that you could compare Frank Martin to, the guy that has speed, that has fast hands, fast feet, and power, and can be elusive, but he has no chin, Yuriorkis Gamboa, and he was way past his prime. And it took Tank 12 rounds to get out Yuriorkis Gamboa, even after Gamboa popped his Achilles in the third round of that fight. Now, Tank did drop him a few times, but nonetheless, that's a guy that you can say, okay, he's comparable to what Frank Martin is going to bring to the table, Yuriorkis Gamboa. Well, that's pretty much about it. He fought Rolly Romero. He's athletic. He has power. He doesn't have fast hands, and he's not very coordinated. He doesn't have boxing skills. He doesn't have fundamentals. He doesn't have a good jab. He doesn't have a high ring IQ, and he doesn't have good defense. So this is the guy on paper. This is what makes it so interesting. And the storyline on top of it, right? The storyline is, they are familiar with one another. Errol Spence and Gervonta Tank Davis. They're friends. Well, at least they were friends. So this is going to be interesting to see. On the flip side, this is the first time Frank Martin has fought on this level. And this is a major level he jumped up to, right? Because Gervonta Tank Davis is arguably the face, if not, he's definitely one of the faces of the sport of boxing. So he jumped up a major level to challenge, Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's a southpaw. Southpaws don't like to face southpaws, especially southpaws boxers that are counterpunchers. They're both counterpunchers. Gervonta Tank Davis has more power. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But Errol Spence says that Frank Martin is focused. He's committed. He locked in. Tank Davis said, who cares? Ask us if we care. We're going to find out one way or another, June 15th. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.